Hello, hello, hello. No voice. 1 second, just 1 second. So my voice is audible. Now my voice is audible, everyone. Now my voice is audible. Am I audible? So my voice is audible. Yes, I think now it's audible. चलो कोई बात नहीं. Once again, we'll start. Okay. So hello, dear student. Uh, very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the current affair of 14th June and 15th June together. So here during the discussion, I'm going to give you some tasks. So let's say 5 to 6 tasks. So after completion of your current affair, you can simply practice this task. So they are either important for your prelims or mains or interview. And if you want Odisha, sorry, India specific, national level discussion, you can join our the Strivage IS main YouTube channel. There I'm discussing about the Hindu newspaper analysis. There you can get entire the newspaper in 45 minutes. Here you'll get Odisha specific 10 to 15 minutes discussion daily basis. Okay. So now we'll gradually do our classes, live classes at 8 p.m. हम कितने बजे करने वाले हैं 8 p.m. पे we'll do the live classes. So please join the live classes to make this class more productive. ठीक है. So चलिए डिस्कस करते हैं. चलो. So first, how to get this PDF? You simply scan this QR code to join our application. There I have make a folder where everything available there. Not only today PDF, old PDF will get 1 point, so you can download that for your study. And you can join our Telegram channel. So first important news of today is 8 test positive for cholera in the Jajpur. So recently there is a cholera outbreak happening in different part of the Odisha. So with the diarrhea situation, grim. So 8 out of the 41 stool sample collected from the district have tested positive for cholera. So your homework, you have to study about the mode of transmission, how cholera is spread, through which mode, like it is airborne, waterborne, or anything else. Then you have to study about the microorganism that is responsible for the diarrhea, whether it is the virus, bacteria, fungus, protozoa, whatever maybe. You have to remember and write in the comment box. Let me see how many of you know that. Okay. So next is the rising cases of waterborne disease out of out of the 41 sample stool sample collected from the Jajpur district, 8 have tested the positive. Why the you can say the diarrhea is spreading in the monsoon season. Generally, the tube well that we used, they draw water from 100 feet below, na? But during monsoon season, so during monsoon season when there is a flooding, so in the surface level all the polluted river and all the sources they comes here. So directly, instead of drawing deep water, the tube will draw from the surface water, which is very polluting, and we simply consume this water, and this water is containing lot of microorganism. That is what going to cause us diarrhea or all sort of disease like typhoid also. Okay. So that is the reason during the monsoon we have to take undertook cleaning and maintenance of everything, and we need to sanitize all our work. So that is the reason government directed that to complete sanitation of work within 10 days and make all program for prevention, control and management of water vector-borne disease more proactive and targeted. Okay. Okay. So next we'll see water supply engineer has been instructed to regularly purify all the tube well and other drinking water sources in village and urban area as well. Okay. So next important topics we're going to discuss here is that committed to make women state strong assets. So that means recently our chief minister make a promise that will make state a stronger for women as a assets for the state. So chief minister Mohan Charan Maji said that government is committed to empowering women and making them stronger pillar of state development. Okay. So if 50% of our population is women and 50% is men, if 50% of our population is not a strength, empowered, not having proper capability, that means it is a failure for us na. Okay, so that is what the promise made. So addressing state level Nari Shakti Samavesh at the historical Bali Yatra ground of Katak held to mark the completion of 1 year of the government. So dear student, please tell me why it is called Bali Yatra, why it is called Bali Yatra, what are the significance of Bali Yatra. Okay. So next, the scheme. Recently, government said the scheme reach every family and especially the tribal dominated area where many women were previously unaware of government welfare program. Yes, definitely, because whenever scheme are not properly popularized, so there are so many people who are not aware of the government scheme. So it is the responsibility of the government to ensure proper information. IEC, information, education, and communication. Always remember that whenever you write anything, you'll talk about IEC, information, education, and communication, so that benefits of all these things reach to the intended beneficiary. Okay. So next, government is also implemented Subhadra support. Okay. So you know that government is also implemented Subhadra scheme. So you have to study about the objective of the Subhadra scheme. What are the benefits? How many women, number of women that is going to benefit from the Subhadra scheme? Then you'll have to study about the Lakshapati Didi scheme. Lakshapati Didi. It's talking about making our women self-help group earn 1 lakh income per annum per year. ठीक है, it's not per month, per year. So that is what going to empower our women. Okay. So next, 17 investment proposal worth of 3,878 passed recently. So you can just read that, after this new government coming into power, so they are passing in so many infrastructure project to make Odisha a developed state by 2036, when it will celebrate 100 year of anniversary. So this is what called Biksit Odisha. Okay. So next is, you can say, inscription reveal the Utkala victory over the Delhi Tughlaq. So recently there is an inscription found on the South India. It is clearly that is in Andhra Pradesh, that the Utkala king achieved a victory over the Tughlaq, Delhi Tughlaq. So a rare 14th century inscription. Inscription means something that is written on the rock. Rock को हम ये देखो, you can see here inscription. It is written on the rocks. This is what called inscription. Temple inscription found in Dharma Lingeshwara temple at Pancha. The bit particularly in Andhra Pradesh brought light to the unknown things about military victory of combined forces of Eastern Ganga dynasty of Utkala and Hai Raya, ruler of Hai Haya, ruler of imperial armies against the Delhi Tughlaq. That means Odisha, you can say dynasty led by Ganga dynasty that defeated the Delhi Tughlaq. Okay? Discovery is featured in the relics of Kalinga in South India, part 1, published by the Intact. So you have to understand about Intact. So in mains answer writing, if anything you have to write about how we can preserve our culture, you can say that Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, they are preserving the heritage. Now, just like here, they study it and publish the things how that Odisha Empire defeated the Tughlaq. So same thing is really helpful. The inscription is written in the Sanskrit language, use Telugu script. Okay, dated to back to the you can say 1403 BC, during the reign of King Chodo III of Hei Haya dynasty. So births of 16. So no need to go in detail. Just remember that this is what found on the which location, and what is the outcome of that finding. So Hei Haya Pancha ruled the southern Kalinga region, including Simachalam and Pancha Dharala from 12th to 14th century CE. The revelation reaffirmed the Eastern Ganga dynasty extensive influence and crucial role play regional power like Haya in the consisting northern. So this inscription through light that the power extent of, we can say, Ganga dynasty, East Ganga dynasty. So they are having influence not only restricted to the eastern part, they are also having influence over the northern India as well. Okay. So next, that Raja, Odisha celebrate Raja. So Raja social, the social silence on menstrual persists. So Raja we celebrate is a celebration of menstruations. Still, in public we still don't discuss about it. We just simply stigmatize it. So while on the one hand we worship the nature, on the other end we are very stigmatized, we don't have any discussion regarding that. So that is what this article is talking about. So with the arrival of Raja, a 3 day long unique festival that celebrate menstruation, fertility and womanhood, Odisha deck off the vibration color with swing and like eating some sweets and enjoying the life. So menstruation still remain a taboo subject much of the society, even in the which celebrate it. So though we celebrate the menstruation, but it is still a taboo. So how irony it is. So you can discuss that in your examination also. So you can this thing you can discuss, and you can talk about government need to provide menstrual leave, all sort of thing you have to discuss. So its origin from the Sanskrit word Rajwala, Rajaswala, so which refer to the menstruating women. So the festival dedicated to Bhumi, Earth goddess, who experience menstruation during the 3 days of the festival and agricultural activity come to rest. Women refrain from the work and take joy and takes center stage. So Raja is not just a festival; it is a celebration of womanhood, which rest of the world hide menstruation in the whisper. We celebrate it with pitha, pada, and Raja Doli. Okay? So that is what it is our culture. We need to celebrate, but but still there are a lot of stigma attached because of lack of discussion about it on different level. So next is workshop on AI for water governance. So we can use artificial intelligence for better governance of the water resources. State level workshop focusing leveraging artificial intelligence and data analytics for enhancing water resource monitoring and governance, jointly organized by Water Informatics Center and Department of Water Resources. So here you can, whenever you are talking about anything, let's say the water pollution and how we are going to manage our water resource, you can talk about, we can utilize the artificial intelligence. We can utilize the artificial intelligence for better management of our water resources. Okay. So Odisha river in grave condition. Odisha river in grave condition. So if you look into the OPSC question, last 2 year, I think there is a ask a question, the pollution of river water. So here by reading all these things, so you can have fair amount of idea how you can going to write this answer. So the Raman, the Magsaysay Award winner, Rajendra Singh. Rajendra Singh is also called as Waterman of India. Na? So just note down, you can give example in ethics, like model initiative or important leader personality. You can give name. The Raman Magsaysay Award, Rajendra Singh, known as Waterman of India, Friday made strong pitch for protecting river by saying that many river are grave condition and nearing extinction in Odisha. So if you don't protect the river, let's say the river bed, you are just simply throwing the garbage. So ultimately, day will come when they will not able to survive and die naturally. So he was addressing the Odisha River Protection Conference organized by Mahanadi Bachao Andolan. So you have to remember that MBA, Mahanadi Bachao Andolan. So whenever your answer reflect all these things, so that will going to fetch you good marks. Okay. So and Odisha River Protection Committee and Red Cross Bhavan. Okay. So the Singh stated that health of Odisha River is in grave condition with many river nearing extinction. He emphasized that the state health is intricately linked with health of the river, because how our river is, it's directly depends on how our health. Just like recently in you can see in Jajpur there is a outbreak of cholera, or you can say diarrhea. So this is what happened because of lack of proper cleanliness access to the water resources. So when if you pollute the river, it will pollute your health. Okay. So he emphasized that the state health is intricately linked with the health of the river and urged the government to prioritize their protection by appropriate immediate measure. Yes, this is what you can read it. Okay. So next is Subhadra and beyond from women development to women led development. So this is what tell by our chief minister. So Odisha marching towards realizing so Viksit Bharat by 2047. Okay. So and Odisha is having 2.2 crore women. So what is the total population of Odisha? Can anyone write in the comment box? Let me see how many of you know that. What is the population of Odisha? So Odisha is having 2.2 crore women who present nearly half of the population are centered to drive Odisha economy. Yes, because when 50% of our population are not engaging in any productivity activity, so Odisha will not going to develop unless otherwise we develop our women. Okay, so Odisha is undergoing crucial shift towards women-led and women-centric gender-responsive development model, where women are not merely recipient of the welfare scheme, but also actively participant in economic growth by embedding gender sensitive policy. You know, Odisha is pioneer in terms of providing women empowerment. You can see that Odisha, the 33% reservation is provided by Panchayat Raj institution, but Odisha government provide 50% reservation, and all 33% of post is reserved for women in all, government post. You can see, then Amara Mission Shakti, like our Mission Shakti program is quite successful. And new government after coming into power, they implemented Subhadra scheme that aims to provide financial support to the women so that they can start entrepreneur activity. Okay. So here it is given that the National Family Health Survey report, it is talking about 90% of the women, they participate and take decision on their economical activity autonomously, which is very good thing. Na? So you can note that NFHS fifth survey that is talking about 90% they take their decision. Okay? And recently Jandhan Yojana opened the account of women. So because of that, it increased the saving of women and increase the financial literacy. So same thing happened with the mobile phone access, and digital literacy is also increasing among the women, which is good thing. Odisha has made notable stride in improving women's health, education, security, and livelihood opportunity. Subhadra flagship initiative. So whenever you are finding any scheme that is written here, you have to study detail of that scheme. Okay. I think these are most important things. So just read it out. You'll understand a lot of things. Okay. So next is lawyer Suktel displaced left in Lodge. So recently there is a, a year after BJP government assumed power in Odisha, the plight of those displaced by the lawyer Suktel irrigation project in Balangir district remain largely unaddressed. In the aftermath of the project inauguration just ahead of the general election by the former, chief minister, the affected resident continue to face acute hardship, sparking renewed debate on the failure of successive government to ensure proper rehabilitation. So tell me why people are opposing against the developmental project when it is talking about rehabilitation or displacement? Because past experience, people have a very bad past experience about the displacement. Whenever government make any project, so displacement, the promise they have made, they never fulfilled. Even I think just one some days back I have visited the Hirakud, like the Burla, my college there. So I've seen that so many people are still protesting on the, because they have displaced during the Hirakud dam construction. So because of that they are protesting. So due to that, people are generally opposed. So it is the government responsibility to ensure that rehabilitation of all these people who are affected by this developmental project. Otherwise, if their address is not properly concerned, then their sentiment can be misused by Naxal or Maoism. Na. So left wing extremism is flourishing in the Odisha because of there is a grievances. If you reduce the grievances, then there will be no such problem. Na. So next is two Naxal commander arrested in Malkangiri. So recently we are seeing that in all over Odisha, even India. So there are so many Naxal either killed in the operation or they are surrendering because actions taken by the government. Government has taken multiple action. First one is developmental action. So we have developed the tribal region. We are providing rehabilitation, surrender policy. The next is security operation. So like we are doing multi-prone approach. So because of that, most large number of Naxal either killed in the operation or they are surrender. And our objective is to make India Naxal free by 2026, 31st March, 31st March 2026. So you have to remember that this is what the objective, to make India Naxal free. Okay? So just read it out, and dear student, write in the comment box which is the name of the force that is specially designed by the Odisha to counter left-wing extremisms or Naxal. So what is the name of the force that is being designed by the Odisha to fight? जैसे like Andhra Pradesh having force named Greyhound. Greyhound is the force of Andhra Pradesh. So what is the name of the force that is being designed by Odisha to fight against the Naxalism? So internet service restored in Bhadrak after 36 hours. So recently there is a untoward incident happened in Bhadrak. So there is some cattle smuggler who killed a person. So because of that, the district administration believe that that might promote communalism or communal violence in the state. So immediately they suspended the internet. Okay. So suspended internet, and after there is a normalcy, so they restored the internet. Okay, nothing much important apart from that. Then Subarnapur wizard clay readies to next generation terracotta artisan. So you can see here about Mukunda Rana मुकुंद राणा इज ए पर्सन, मुकुंद राणा जी थे जड़े पर्सन थे जी कौन बढ़िया बढ़िया ब्यूटीफुल आमर टेराकोटा इमेज बनाऊंट सो दिस टेराकोटा इमेज इज हैविंग डिमांड इन द अर्बन सेंटर. So this is a model initiative. We can replicate, like other people can utilize this craft art. So they are quite expert in that to promote the export and increase their income level. Okay, this is what the learning from this. You can say this article. Nothing much. No need to study about the name detail. Just remember the name and what we can learn and how we can use to promote the economy of Odisha. That is the all the things. So here you can see the girls enjoy the riding swing means Doli, first day of the 3J Raja festival in Bhubaneswar. Okay. So next is Jajpur diarrhea toll rise to 13. So already we have discussed that. You have to study about diarrhea, whether it is waterborne, whether it is all the things you have to read it about detail. So next is complete the Ratna Bhandar repair work by July 6. So recently, Sri Jagannath Temple Administration. So there is a body called Sri Jagannath Temple Administration. Basically, look after the administration of the Jagannath Temple. Requested to the Archaeological Survey of India कि during the रथ यात्रा जो हबो जेतेबेले हमर भगवान जिबे हमर ताकर माउसी घर को बुलिया पई in that time utilize that time to repair the Ratna Bhandar so that it will not cause any inconvenience to the devotee. Okay, complete the conservation work of Ratna Bhandar, yeah, before or during Rath Yatra. So the task being taken up priority basis and considering the religious and architectural significance of the Ratna Bhandar. Expressing gratitude towards the Archaeological Survey of India, replacing Khondalite stone. So near the Arunastamba. So you can remember that which stone is used. It is Khondalite stone that is used in Arunastamba for progressive made for conservation of Ratna Bhandar. Okay. So northern gate we are also adding the ramp. Okay. So a ramp has been constructed on the northern gate so that those who are disabled person or person with special ability they can visit the temple. Okay, this is the important news. Nothing more is important, but nothing more than this is important. So next is president, governor, CM greet people on Raja festival. So I've already told you Raja is being celebrated for menstruation, womanhood, okay, and fertility. So this is the objective that we all celebrate, and we celebrate this day as a mother earth, fertility, mother earth menstruating. Okay, so here women take rest, enjoy the life. Okay, doli jhulanti or pitha khanti aur kona. The widespread monsoon rain in next 2 to 3 days. Okay, so because of that there might be severe flooding condition that might be prevail. So here it is ICAR. What is the full form of ICAR? Indian Council of Agricultural Research and CIFA hold genome editing meet. So now so there is a discussion that we can use the gene editing technology to design some fish, genetically modify fish, so that we can improve the fish production in Odisha and in India. So to advance the use of modern biotechnological tool to aquaculture, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture. Uh, so the workshop on brainstorming session on current status of development, genome editing and aquaculture species, India and Saturday. So by using the gene editing technology, we can increase the productivity of our fish to make Indian fishery sector is climate resilient. So that is what they have discussed. So next is World Elderly Abuse Awareness Day. So elder must not be seen as a burden. Okay? So recently we are seeing that with rising our expectancy, so more people are going to be in the elderly bracket. So it is our responsibility to not to consider women as a burden. Please at the end compile the Odisha current affair. Detail of the disease will be studied. Okay, dear student, I'll take your doubt also at the end. Don't worry, I'll take your doubt. So put all your comment in the comment box. So according to that, according to your comment, I'll give you answer at the end. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so currently the population is increasing, but they are the elderly population. So dear student, here there can be mains question. There can be in OPSC mains, they can ask about what kind of problem faced by elderly na, and what are the solutions. So we can talk about economic dependency, then psychological like loneliness, then next is social, lack of health care जिसको हम बोलते हैं geriatric care ना, then next is abandonment na, then next is violence na. So देखो, by reading all these things you automatically generate 6 7 point that is going to fetch you good marks. Then you have to talk about what are the way forward, what are the steps that we should take to protect the the elderly populations, okay? So elders must not be seen as a burden. So rather, this is what said by Helpage India. So Helpage India is a NGO actually. Helpage India is a NGO that is working for empowerment of elderly population. So called for school-based sensitization program and youth-involved care center to strengthen the intergenerational tie. So we have to strengthen the intergenerational tie. That means tie among the multiple generation to create awareness among the people about the problem faced by the elderly. So Helpage India landmark report understanding intergenerational dynamics and perception on aging. Okay. So I think not much important things is given. So common fear among the both is loneliness, poor health, and financial insecurity. Highlight the urgency, stronger emotional support, and share time. Promote healthy aging in modern India. Okay. So these are the solutions that we can take. ठीक है, देखो, you should not leave everything after reading. You have to brainstorm what are the problem faced by the women, find 5 points. What are the problem faced by the elderly, find 5 points that are the that is clearly indicating these are the problem faced by elderly population. Then find what are the solution in a 5 point. If you do that, then in that case your mains answer writing is ready. No need to worry about before the examination. But if you practice that daily basis, you are going to complete everything in a daily basis. Okay. So next is shifting Subarna Rekha alarm village. So the meandering. So what is meandering? River generally travel like this. This is what called meandering of the rivers. So because of this meandering, so sometime it consume. Let's say here this is a agricultural land. So because of excessive meandering, so river might flow over here. So in that case, this land get damaged. Huh? So the meandering of Subarnarekha river in eastern Odisha continue to erode vast stretch of the farmland, posing an imminent threat to the several village of Baliapal block. So despite official assurance, protective measure get delay, intensify local concern. So despite people are repeatedly requesting for actions, government is not taking any sort of action. So here you can say it's a poor governance. Okay. So the Subarnarekha river flowing along the eastern ridge of Baliapala block, Balesur district, causing significant distress in shifting course of continue to eat away the river bank last year after year. So just give an example of how river bank flooding is impacting India. Okay. Yes, yes, dear. This is a current affair class. I'll take your doubt. Just write in the comment box whatever may be your doubt and stay till last. I'll take your doubt whatever may be. We'll discuss that also. Okay. Local believe that the increasing tidal influx from the Bay of Bengal, intensifying the erosion. So next, local resident have repeatedly appealed to their district administration, but district administration not showing their urgency. So because of that, situation is aggravating or increasing. So next, Vedanta, the alumina located in Lanjigad launch mega plantation campaign. So we can see this is a responsibility of the corporate, that is called CSR, corporate social responsibility. The corporate, they are getting benefit, lot of benefit from the society in terms of labor, in terms of minerals. So it is their responsibility to pay back. So because of that, Vedanta started a plantation drive. So Vedanta Aluminium, India's largest producer of the aluminium, in powerful reaffirmations to the commitment to the environmental sustainability, launch mega plantation drive naam kono Mo Gacho Mo Parivar in Kalahandi and Raigada district on the occasion of the World Environment Day. Okay, so they will plant 1 lakh fruits bearing plant, like they are like you can say mango, guava, jackfruit. Okay, so because they are selected because of their ecological significance and economical value and food they provide. So they kick off through the community led plantation. Why community led plantation? देखो जैसे जस्ट देखो जो मनकर तमें मनकर जाई गोटे गछ लगेइबो, मनकर गोटे विलेज रे तमे जाई गछ लगाउछ, तमे निजे गछ लगाउछ, तमे निजे इन्वॉल्व होउछ, that means there is a personal involvement, emotional attachment. So if any case anyone attack that tree, damage that tree, you will not damage that na. So and if let's say आपने एक गछ तुम गोटे गछ लगेइछ, जदि से गछ को किए काटिला, तमे ताको टॉलरेट करिवनी, जहां भी हेले तमे ताको अपोज करिवो. That is what essence of community participation. Whenever people themselves participate in anything, they are going to oppose any sort of damage to that. Okay. देन जमी तुमको सिंपल कथा कहूँ, देख तुम यदि जाकि तुम गाँ को सब क्लीन कर प्लास्टिक फ्री रखा ट्राए कर, so there is high chances that you will not litter the plastic in your village because you know that what is the difficulty in cleaning that. That is the reason for success of any unique thing, we need community participation. So plantation was symbolic ties theme of the mo gacha mo parivar. This is just like we take care of our family, or same thing will also take care of the tree also. This is a heartfelt pledge to the nurture member of the family. Okay, so you can talk about this thing in your environment. So what are the steps taken by the step taken or should be taken for protection of environment? You can talk about Mo Gacha Mo Parivar initiative taken by the Vedanta for conservation of environment. Okay, beyond beautifying the landscape, tree beyond beautifying landscape, the plantation drive expected to offset approximately 1.5 tons of carbon dioxide lifetime tree. It will contribute to the enhanced biodiversity, support the generation of natural forests. This initiative also played crucial role in improving soil retention and preventing soil erosion by introducing fruit bearing trees that strengthen the rural livelihood through harvesting and income support. Okay, I think this is all about the news of both 14th June and 15th June. So these are the Odisha specific news that is important for your examination. So I think if you have any doubt, you can just write it down. I think yes, Devo, we are planning to provide you current affairs. So I think from we are planning it is from March. We'll provide from March Odisha specific current affair till your prelims. ठीक है फ्रॉम मार्च टू प्रीलिम्स आई थिंक इट इज इन अक्टूबर सो आई थिंक हम कितना मंथ का हो रहा है देख लो मार्च मार्च अप्रैल मई जून जुलाई अगस्त सितंबर अक्टूबर आई थिंक इट इज इन 8 months so 8 months is more than enough for your prelims so we'll provide current affair from March we are making it currently we are making March to October ठीक है 8 month current affair is more than important it will be Odisha specific current affair and for currently we are also providing the current affair for other exam like UPSC specific you can refer to that by compiling that we can make a single magazine okay any other doubt you have you can ask me देखो मैं डेली डेली आपको कुछ टास्क देता हूँ सो you'll have to study that task ठीक है you have to complete that task and next whenever I'm asking something if you know that write in the comment box okay ठीक है dear student I think we'll have to end our class here ठीक है and to get this PDF simply scan this QR code you will have access to it and we'll live our classes at 8 p.m. on a daily basis हमने 8 बजे हर दिन करेंगे ताकि मैं चाहता हूँ लोग आप लोग पार्टिसिपेट करो लाइव क्लासेस में ना ठीक है चलिए बाय बाय टेक केयर अगेन विल मीट